there's all these documented examples of the government doing awful things. So the idea that they just are good now is hilarious. If anything, the conspiracy is that they stopped. Like, if anything, they're just better at it now. They've just figured out why they get in trouble or why they get caught. So they're just so good at it now.
We'll always be friends forever. Yeah, forever.
Welcome to Your Only Friends, where friendship is first, but comedy is always. I am your host, Jared Dykas. This is a reminder, we are your only friends. On episode 38, boy, do we have something special planned. We have Maybach Diamonds in the house, and I'm very excited to welcome to the show my new friend,
Thank you.
Jared
Nice
Dykas,
to meet
bro.
you. Yeah, this is the first
Stand-up
time we've
comedian.
ever met.
Yes.
We got coffee because people were in the studio.
People were in the studio, and they were talking about important matters.
Yeah. Do people know where this studio is, by the way?
They don't,
Yeah,
and we're going to keep it that way.
Okay.
We're gonna
it's
keep
hilarious
it that way.
if you guys knew what this was. But that adds to the fun of it all.
Yeah, no, I've said it many times. It's like a
okay.
real estate brokerage.
Okay,
We're in a
cool.
real estate brokerage.
It's like a bank, too, right?
It's...
Owned by
we
the
can't
bank.
tell them the exact building.
Right. It's a bank building, so we're safe.
We're safe. Oh, we are safe.
Banks
we
are
are
safe.
Banks are so
Yeah,
safe.
this is
Even if
inevitable.
someone robs the bank, we're probably still fine up here.
Yeah. Banks don't even have shit in it anymore. I don't
No.
even know. What do banks... How are there so many banks?
There's so many
around
banks.
every street. I'm like, who the fuck?
If there was crypto banks, I would be pulling up with that
crypto's
mask
exciting.
on.
I love fake money. I love
Fake money?
investing in things that don't exist, and we just convince everybody that it's important
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it was like Beanie Babies or whatever, but yeah, crypto.
Do you think Beanie Babies should have a ticker? Like
Yeah,
something
they
that
should
you
have their
can
own
invest
coin.
in? They should.
Well, yeah, Beanie Baby coin. That probably already exists. Some
yeah.
shit coins.
Yeah.
Meme coins.
Meme coins,
Fuck
dude.
you coin. Rug pull coin. There was like a scam coin, and that did well, too, for people.
I'm pissed off I missed
I
out
know.
on the scam
Fucking-
coin.
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, shout out to everybody who makes money off of it. I think that's great for them.
I got into NFTs pretty bad.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, it was like the worst decision of my life.
What does NFT stand for? Not fucking telling me?
Yeah.
It's a picture of a monkey. What don't you get? The monkey has a hat on. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the hat part.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of looks like, dude, people
Right.
were getting so into it, like,
And then they were like the
all.
Bored Ape Yacht Club. It was like Nazi stuff.
Oh,
Did you see
yeah.
that?
I didn't see it,
Oh
but
yeah,
I
like
wasn't
it turned
in that.
out some of like the imagery was like white nationalist Nazi
Oh, my
things,
God.
and they're like weird, huh? Yeah,
People are
that's
putting
a
it on their
bummer.
Lamborghinis, bro.
Oh yeah,
It was a whole
That's
thing.
cool. Yeah. So what is the show? What is this?
Dude, honestly, this is where we talk about Beanie Babies and
Yeah.
crypto
Cool.
shitcoins. No, I'm kidding. Well, it's Your Only Friends. In this moment, we are their only friends, and
the viewers.
the 14
sure.
of them.
Yeah,
that-
whoever on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this is gonna be
screen.
dropped on Friday, so it's current.
Oh, sick.
We could say things that
So there could be 4 new wars.
there could
by
be
then.
4 new wars.
Yeah, we'll
by
be talking
then.
about our end. They'll be like, that doesn't even exist anymore. I what now? Yeah. I used to be a country. No, I don't. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, the amount of war. But that's what we do. We're good at it. It's funny because like we do the same shit over and over and over, forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
But we're supposed to believe they're good. It's like they're just trying to like destroy our memory so we forget how awful they are. But they give us treats and they give us a bunch of small shit that's worth living for, I guess.
Yeah,
And,
like Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
Mardi
and
Gras
likes
just
and
happened.
phones and entertainment and like as long as we have like enough shit where we're like semi-comfortable. We're like even the idea of like minimum wage is hilarious because it's like they have it down to the cent. The individual cent.
That's
where it's
crazy. I never thought of it.
Yeah, it's like if it goes down 1 more cent, they'll burn the buildings down. But we got it down to like 961. So we're okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, you are a man of mystery, I would like to say. From
Okay.
getting to know you
Yeah.
the past
The
20
past
minutes.
20 minutes, yeah.
I'm very amazed by how many things that you're into.
Oh, sweet.
And the one thing I wanted to say was it's pretty fucking crazy that like I've been doing stand-up for only 2.5 years.
Yeah.
but you've been doing stand-up for 18 years.
18 years.
You said started in 08?
I started in 07. I started in Tampa in 08.
Before the recession.
Yeah, I started in December 2007 in Washington, D.C., and then I did it through the summer in D.C. before I came to college. Did it all through college. Yeah, I've been doing it 18 years. I'm still pretty broke. Still feel like I don't have anything. Feel like it's... Yeah,
was it worth it though?
Oh, of
if
course.
You could talk to
I wouldn't change anything.
You wouldn't change anything.
Oh no, because I've done exactly what I've wanted to do my whole adult life. So I've never listened to anyone. I've never done anything I didn't want to do, essentially. So yeah, I have so much fun all the time. I do whatever I want. So I'm always like, dude, if things ended right now, I would be completely happy with everything I did.
Dude, you're wearing bait. You know what I mean? Like, what do you have to complain about?
Yeah,
what do you have to complain about,
I'm doing great. So yeah, exactly. I have some cool stuff, and I have a lot of friends, and I have a good time pretty much wherever I'm at. So yeah, I've kind of been bouncing around for the last 3 years. I don't have a permanent home address, so and the longer the years go by, the more stuff you shed. I mean, I kind of travel out of one big rollerboard and a backpack, so I just have my convertible, my 2008 Toyota Solara, and that just has my stuff in it, and yeah, I just kind of live.
There's no North Star in terms of being foundationally like I'm gonna stay put somewhere.
At the moment, I leave some of my thing. Well, yeah, where I want to be, I don't know, because there's no city I've really been to too long where I'm like I want to be here full time.
Really?
So I'm still chasing something that I don't know what. I'm still looking for something that tells me, oh, this is the perfect space that I want to be full time. I mean, I like New York City, but again, it's like, New York is more manageable when you have more money. So luckily I was able to stay in an apartment in the Upper West Side last time I was
That's
up.
awesome.
That was perfect. So like, if I could afford that full time, I would. But yeah, at the moment it's just like renting friends' apartments for a month or renting B&Bs for a month, and and just bouncing around, doing wherever I can get shows, get time. And
is there any constant in your life? In terms of when you're on the road like that, is there anything like that you're like, oh, this is a non-negotiable though? I at least have to go work out, or like, is it pretty much you just?
I mean, it's kind of whatever. I mean, dating is fun.
Dating
I
is
like
fun.
To date. Yeah, I like to work out. I run. I go to the gym and stuff. I like to play basketball. So yeah, I mean, just being active, I think, is important. Yeah, that's good for life in general. I mean, all experience is good. Like, I try to think about, how can you be a better artist? And that's part of the reason I left. I was in Florida for 15 years, but you get stagnant, you get comfortably numb. And I was like, okay, let me throw myself completely different. So I went to London and, started over there, and that was a lot of fun. And I started rooms, and I got in all the clubs. And
can you talk about starting over in London, like what that was like?
I went to an open mic the first day I got there. I immediately met comics there. From that moment, it just spread and continued to grow. And now I feel like I know everybody in the scene, and I've gotten to meet some people I love a lot, and got to spend some great times with some great people. And I'd love to go back again very soon, and I'm sure I will. But yeah, just I think you just put yourself places, and you're forced to make it work. When you don't have a plan B. I think some of my best jokes ever were in like my first few weeks when I moved to London, because it was like such dire straits.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I definitely think some of my best my jokes and best moments in life are when like I'm so screwed over, I'm not doing well, or when you're back against. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, survival mode, dude. It's like when you have nothing else, you have to make it work. So, like, yeah, I mean, there's some times out there when I'm, like, sleeping on a friend's floor or something, and I'm like, how did I get here? What's going on? What am I going to do? But, yeah, all I could control in those moments, at least for that night, was, like, the show I had coming up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, I just need to make sure that, like, this is the best show I ever do, because, like, nothing else exists in this moment outside of this show.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and I've been in street performance for 7 years, and I started doing this with this mask. Where I do political material with this mask on.
Yeah.
So I put this on. And this has become like a whole thing.
That's brilliant.
And I call the character Politikill. That's what its name is. Politikill. Yeah. Like political, but kill. So funny, so clever. I'm a genius. But, so I've been going in front of the White House and the Capitol and the National Guard and embassies. The embassies have probably been the scariest ones.
Yeah.
I did the Israeli embassy and the Saudi embassy. And those ones I'm like, yeah, maybe when I post this something could happen, but nothing yet. So I'm still here now, and
Why do you think the embassies are more scary?
Because if I'm doing it in front of the White House or the Capitol, I'm like, this is my country. Like, I'm a citizen of this country. We're a little more lax here, I think, in terms of like, oh, satire, parody, whatever, this and that. But like, a country like Israel, a country like Saudi Arabia, I'm like, oh, these are countries, where they will kill you or imprison you immediately. And I'm saying crazy stuff
about their country.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I stood up in front of the Saudi embassy and I said, this is my audition for the Riyadh Comedy Festival.
No.
I said, Saudi Arabia, more like Saudis are raping ya. And then I went into a long act about, how fucked up some of the stuff is over there. But, I think every country is fucked up and every country has its issues. It's just kind of like the balance of what else do they offer, what's going on. I mean, yeah, it's brutal. I mean, America's insane, but we're kind of the best one at the moment, even though we're awful, but everybody still tries to come in every day.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, we might be the best at propaganda, because, like, our propaganda looks like Marvel movies, just because we have the best of everything, so it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell when we're being manipulated, because they're so good at it now. Well, I love that idea of when people are like, you got to trust the government, you got to trust this and that. It's like, the government used to do terrible things all the time, like confirmed. Like the Tuskegee experiments. There's a thing in like 1943 where they just gassed poor neighborhoods in St. Louis.
What?
And it's well documented and stuff, just to like see how it affected people. They just did it in like poor black communities or whatever.
Oh my God.
And yeah, so it's like, there's all these documented examples of the government doing awful things. So the idea that they just are good now is hilarious. If anything, the conspiracy is that they stopped. Like, if anything, they're just better at it now. They've just figured out why they get in trouble or why they get caught. So they're just so good at it now. Dude. Where there's like 15 different... They even did a study at one point about how, like, we don't give a shit about complicated things. Where, like, if the answer to one question is, like, 6 jumps away, we just completely give up. We've just checked out completely. So it's like, they know this. So, like... They have billions and billions always being spent studying human behavior, studying how things affect us. I mean, I even think about that with, like, VR and, like, technology and stuff. Like, the way, like, kids were, like, raised in the forest by wolves or whatever back in the day. I guarantee there's labs right now where kids are being raised in VR glasses who will never see the world for 20 years just to see what happens. You know what I mean?
Bro,
just for the sake of science.
You might not be wrong about that.
Oh, no, because they rationalize they need to do this for, like, our safety and to know how things work. That's one of the reasons why Marco Rubio said we bombed Iran. It was insane. It was like yesterday. Rubio's on TV and he goes, Israel was going to bomb Iran. And we had intelligence knowing that if Israel bombs Iran, Iran is going to retaliate against us. So we figured we need to bomb them first as well with Israel.
What?
Because it would give them less resources to bomb us back. So it's like all this preemptive nonsense is so funny and hilarious. But yeah, I don't know. It's never going to change.
What was the first, I don't even want to call it conspiracy, but the thing that made you, like, it maybe from high school, or you were just like, what about that?
I grew up around all this stuff. I mean, I was in Chevy Chase, Maryland all through high school and like going into the city for random things. But yeah, like I had kids in my school who were like, congressmen's kids and ambassadors' kids. So we were around all these people my whole life. And, I tried to be optimistic and I tried to believe a lot of this stuff. But yeah, it's just over and over and over. You get let down and fucked over, and you just see it, you witness it, and you're like, why did they say one thing and do another thing? I mean, even for COVID, like, I remember Biden was like, we will never have a vaccine mandate, and then immediately it was like, you will lose your job if you don't get the vaccine. Yeah. So it's just, I hate when they try to act like they're giving us a choice, but there is no choice. We're being pressured into things we don't want to do. So yeah, it's like, who knows what is and like just
what can we do about what can we do about
we can stand outside with a mask and yell about it in front of the White House. Entertainment is powerful, but one of the things too is like, for entertainment and art to be powerful, it has to be so good that it also pleases the people oppressing us. Because if the oppressors don't like something, they can just cut it off, like shut it off from the algorithm. And if they don't like things, the usual thing is they'll either blackmail you, they'll bribe you, or they'll just kill you. So those are the 3 ways to silence you or stop you. I mean, God, please let them work with me. I'd rather be bought off than killed. I'd be happy to stop this. Dude, if I got like probably like $2 million, $5 million
to stop the mess.
Oh, to stop everything. Yeah, I would just live on an island and do whatever the fuck I want. I just want like a nice apartment, dude. But yeah, even with like AI, how powerful it is right now, because we never know how long we've had anything or whatever. It's like, all of our history could have so easily just been manipulated and created. Because, like, back in the day, even just a history book, the fact that it was a published book was enough power to make us believe something was real. But you realize, like, oh, it's not that hard to print a book. It's not that hard to do these things. So now with AI, literally within 2 seconds, you could say, create a believable history for an entire country. And it could write our entire history in 2 seconds. And it would be believable. Even like, yeah, religion, Jesus. I mean, I believe Jesus existed, and whether or not he did actual magic. I mean, the more I read about him, because I did 2 stand-up specials as Jesus, and the more I looked into it, the more like it sounded more he was like a spaceman or some type shit. Because there's all there's stories where like his disciples are around, and when he would like speak to a light coming down from heavens, he would stand on the mountain, and the glow from the light. It's like that sounds like he's like talking to a mothership. You know what I mean? If there's a literal light beam coming down, and he's just like, hey, this is going on. But yeah, so also they said Jesus was a shapeshifter. I didn't know that one. You ever heard that before?
No.
They say Jesus could change his facial features because the story of Judas kissing him on the cheek to identify him to the Romans to arrest him. They're like, oh, that's not. But Jesus had already been in town for like a few days, so they knew what he looked like. But he was able to change his face. So people don't really talk about that one. Also, my favorite one. This is my favorite Jesus fact, and this is still everywhere. You can still Google it very easily. So Jesus was a teacher before he decided he was the Son of God. Before he came out with that info, he dropped that. But so he was a teacher in wherever it was, Nazareth, I guess, because he went to So he was a teacher, and I wanted to know, I said, when was the first day Jesus began teaching? When did he start this like whole career as a teacher? And you look it up, the first day Jesus ever was taught in his life, 9/11.
What?
Yep, Jesus first taught on 9/11. It's out there in the open. I've screenshot it. I save it. I send it to all my friends all the time. Because, they try
Just
to pervert.
A reminder.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they try to pervert anything good that exists or anything natural. They want us to have a negative connotation with things that are actually very positive. So, yeah, for that to be the first day Jesus ever taught, that should be a very, like, positive day. But because they juxtapose it with terrorism on America, now 9/11 is a terrible day. I mean, everything is kind of perverted, even through language. Like, once Michael Jackson decided that the word bad was good, he literally named his album Bad. So mentally, we associate the word bad with good. Dude, thoughts are a good thing. You're supposed to have thoughts, but they've perverted the word thought to mean like whores. So even a hoe, even a hoe is a farming tool. These are supposed to be good things, but everything good in the world gets perverted into negative things. These are just constant like tactics to keep us. The way I see it is like, you ever look at a lake when it's completely calm? It's just a mirror. It just reflects whatever's in front of it, right? But society is like the lake where there's just constant chop and rocks, things being thrown to the lake. And the more choppy the water is, the more the image goes away. So that's what's going on in society, where there's so much chaos that we literally can't reflect on what's in front of us.
Whoa!
Because if we were all still, like the lake, we would see that, sick pedophile, satanic people, whatever you even want to call it. It's so crazy because, like, we've been so programmed to just associate certain words with, like, conspiracy, write people off. Even just the word satanic, like, we know they're pedophiles now. We know, like, we have a video, like, you can read the fucking, like, it's insane. It's directly in front of us, and still somehow, how much more could it possibly be before something happens? But again, we don't have the resources to overcome any of these things. Controlled opposition, whatever positive, organizations try to go against these things can be infiltrated easily. So, it's very tough. So it really is like, even protests where it's a ton of people gathering in one place, I don't even like that either, because crowds can be controlled. Yeah. Protests should be individuals scattered all over the city, screaming and yelling and causing chaos. Bro. Because if everyone with this mindset is in one place, they can just be corralled and kept in the wall. And protesting doesn't do shit. Why did Stop Asian Hate stop? It's because Asian people don't march. They're working. Money's the only way to make shit happen. They love it when we protest outside because they go, they're not doing shit. They're just stomping and clapping. Just getting energy out. We're just pacified. It's like when you post shit, you feel like you did something, but we're not doing anything. So,
Bro.
I don't really have answers either.
Dude, no, I'm about to say, like, you should drop, like, a life coach. Like,
a lot of people tell me, hey, run for government, run for politics. I would. All politicians, this is my platform, essentially, because I've done this outside, but all politicians should wear body cams, 24-hour-a-day body cams, right? So you see everything they do. Yeah, right? All of their bank accounts should be completely transparent, right? And if they get caught misusing tax dollars, they should be castrated on live TV before the Powerball numbers. I think that
What does
stop
castrated even mean?
It means when they cut off your genitals. Yeah, I think that would stop crime pretty fast in the political world. And then they go, oh, well, that's like a high standard to be a politician. That's hard. That makes the job really hard. It's like, oh, really? Is it too hard to run the world? I'm sorry. Is that too high of a standard? It's like, dude, it's supposed to be fucking hard.
Yeah, you're the crazy person who thought that you should even be doing it in the first place.
Why should they get... Yeah, exactly. You have to be insane in general to think... Because, like, I mean, politicians in general are just, like... popular kids like co-opting their charm, essentially.
True.
Who just they don't have anything better to do. They don't have anything, they're like, hey, they're like, oh, hey, come on, we're gonna do it for us. We love the city. We love you.
Was there ever a politician you liked?
God, I liked. Oh God, Ron Paul a little bit.
Oh really?
Yeah, Ron Paul was kind of cool. Even Marianne Williamson, she was kind of cool. She's another. Anytime politicians say crazy shit in debates, that's when I know they're legit. But then they always get knocked out the next debate. This woman, Marianne Williamson, they asked her. They said, "Hey, how do you feel about the high health insurance costs? Why are health insurance premiums so high?" And she said, "We should be asking, why are we sick all the time? What's that about?" And then she was out.
Oh my God.
And it's like, well, yeah, what's that? Yeah, why the fuck are we sick all the time? Nobody thinks about that. So yeah, and then Ron Paul was another example where they're like, hey, some Middle Eastern country, we like flew a stealth fighter over them and maybe we crashed and they kept some of our shit. And they were like, hey, how do you feel about them keeping our jet that we crashed in their country? And Ron Paul just goes, why are we flying over their country?
Yeah.
He goes, what does it have to do with us? Like, we're constantly sold this crazy idea of like, they're coming after you. If we don't get them, they're gonna kill us. They hate your freedom. Yeah. It's like, no, dude, everybody's a product of their environment. Like terrorism exists because it's hot outside. It's just misplaced anger against the elements. Like people are like, oh, they want your freedom. It's like, no, dude, they want your freon. They're hot outside. They just want chill conditions. Yeah, like 9/11 happened because sand is annoying. That's about it. Like it's literally just think about it. There's no terrorists who've grown up next to waterfalls.
No.
What, you want to know why? You want to know who grows up next to waterfalls? People who fund terrorism.
Oh my
because
God.
they want more waterfalls. Because they know we're not responsible enough to have the waterfalls. They're the only ones who know how to deal with them. They've been chosen by God. Bro. Which is kind of the question I was thinking of the last few days. Because ultimately, all these conspiracies, it leads up to just like old men, right? Yeah. And then even more stereotypical, you go old white men. So then the idea is like, okay, why are old men so mean? Why are old men so mean? And is it because they have like trauma from their childhood? Is it because people are mean to them? And then they've worked their whole life to get to the top and they have these few years left where they're old and decrepit, but all they can do is, point down this insane power against everybody else who kind of fucked with them growing
up. But don't you think those people will die eventually? And then, yeah. But it doesn't matter because it's like family.
No, they just want to see like a nuclear bomb go off again or something. They just want to think, they just want some fucked up shit to happen. I don't know. It's kind of that attitude too, where people are like, I had to suffer, so other people should have to suffer because it made me who I am, and I did it. Nobody helped me, so they should have to do it too. Yeah. But it's like, but if that's your attitude, you're not really a good person.
No.
Nobody should have to suffer to get anything. There's a difference between like working out to tear muscles and regrow versus like going through some avoidable suffering that can easily be helped or fixed. But yeah, I don't know, dude. So that's what I'm thinking about.
That's what you're thinking about, man.
Yeah, no. Big rant, not letting you say too much there, but just
bro. If you watch this podcast, I don't say too much. I let especially when you have
me go there.
Fucking 18 years of experience, dude. Was any of that jokes that you said before?
Yeah, a few of those things were concepts I've talked about before.
Dude, that was like
thanks.
Divine.
Thank
you know what I mean? The fact that you can like, I haven't seen your comedy,
right?
But is it like?
The stand-up, the political stand-up is kind of like this, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely more paced out, I guess. I think I'm
but
running
just you talk about things that you genuinely care about, I can tell. Like, you're writing things about...
And it wasn't always like that. I've always cared about this stuff, but also I was a young comic forever. I'm 36 now, finally. Yeah. But because I was a young comic, I always had these thoughts, but I always thought, nobody wants to hear this shit from a young person. Like, nobody respects 20-year-olds or anything they have to say. And I'm finally at an age where I feel like I have time and experience and authority on it because I spent so much of my life in D.C. George Carlin is my hero. I studied everything he's ever done. I'm obsessed with, I guess conspiracies or corruption. It's just really like inconsistencies and logic. It's just because nothing makes sense at the moment until you hear some of these other things. Like, it's kind of like none of this stuff made sense before until you found out that Epstein had a pedophile island, like, compromising people.
Yeah.
Because you go, oh, yeah, that makes way more sense that all these people had to do weird shit because they were scared of a video of them fucking a kid is going to come out.
I know.
So it's kind of like that's how things continue to be, where it's like, one piece drops and then you go, oh, well, this actually makes way more sense.
Do you think it'll ever make complete sense? Like, everything will be transparent? Like, there's a...
I don't think publicly. I mean, I think, people will see stuff or learn stuff, or maybe stuff will slowly be confirmed. But I don't know, man. There's even one theory I love. It's a ridiculous one. But there's one that, like, the alien race that secretly runs everything, like, gets off on, suffering and can, like, power their shit off of human suffering. And that's why we constantly have wars. It's literally called Loosh. Hilarious. I know, it sounds so dumb and stupid, but I'm like, shit, that kind of makes sense.
They're just
like,
harvesting our suffering.
Yeah, literally, it's like, why is there war for infinity? Because whatever the instigating, whatever the instigating interdimensional whatever is fucking with us. I mean, honestly, I'd be surprised if that was it, but I mean, to think that we're the only sentient beings in an infinite universe is like insanely arrogant. Especially when you see like clusters of galaxies that look terraformed, that are like perfectly fit around stars and suns, where it's like, that doesn't look random. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the alien shit. I mean, odds are we're just fucked. There's no reason to interact with us.
Do you believe in lizard people?
I mean, I don't know specifically lizard. I mean, there's probably something else maybe living among us. Well, here's a thought, too, which I think is pretty important. This whole idea of peace and, like, everything working out. In the existence of humanity, there's never been peace as long as there's separate countries and separate borders or this and that. So the only way we're ever going to have peace is if there's just a one-nation world.
A utopia.
Yeah, but that's globalism. So there's no difference between, like, a hippie CEO and, like, a Fortune 500 company, like, because it's all the same thoughts. It's like, imagine there's one currency. Like, it's just everything has to be ruled by. There can't be multiple countries, and I know what it's going to be. And I've mentioned this in other places, but I think it's really important. The world is just going to be the big countries are going to continue to slowly take the smaller ones, and the world is probably going to end up Russia, China, USA. Those are going to be the three countries, and then we're going to have the most important Olympics ever. And whoever wins the most medals of that Olympics becomes the one country on Earth. And even the Olympics doesn't even really make sense. Gold, silver, bronze. Yeah. It's like, were these the original minerals that aliens bred us to harvest out of the ground?
Shut up.
Like, is this the shit that powered their spaceships? Why did we decide gold, bronze, silver? Because that's like an idea, too, that all of humanity, was just like aliens splicing DNA with apes, right? That's where we're like 98% apes and probably the 2% alien or whatever. And also because white people we're the most recessive genes, like blonde-haired, blue-eyed white people, which essentially we're like the weakest, most recessive. So it's like these original white people were kind of like designer dogs for like aliens. They just liked the way it looked, right? So then it's like, okay, so like everybody's always like, white people are the devil, white people are evil, this and that. Where did white privilege come from? It's like, well, life started in Africa, right?
Yeah.
So where the fuck did this white privilege start? How did we jump ahead when life started millions of years in Africa? When did it? But it's like, okay, so let's look at the evil things in the world. It's like guns. White people didn't invent guns. That was Chinese people. What's it called?
Chinese people invented
guns. Yeah, genocide. That wasn't us. That was Mesopotamia, Middle Eastern area. Slavery. That was the Greeks. And people go, well, Greeks are white people. Yeah, not to us. So it's like, white people didn't invent all these evil things. We're just better at them, right? We just seem to be better at evil things. So how'd that come to be? What's that about? So it's like, maybe if we really are the most recessive genes, it means we're the most paranoid. It means we're scared. We preemptively did all these evil things because we're worried about being taken over. We're paranoid and scared. So it's like we're overcompensating. White people are just overcompensating for our recessive weakness. That's why we've done all these things. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why white people are better at being evil. And it's funny, too, because every other race, you say some shit about a race, and they're like, that's racist. You can't say racist. But if you call white people the devil, that's okay. Yeah. And I figured out why. Why? It's because we are. So it's actually okay. You can say white people are, and they're like, I guess so. I guess we are. So, yeah, it's like, that's why it's allowed to do that. So, those are some thoughts I'm having.
Is there anything, people can find you on Maybach Diamonds on Instagram?
Yeah, John Jacobs CC.
Is there anything you want to promote
John
with this?
CC on YouTube.
Anything
on this show at the moment?
No, I'm saying, is there any shows people can see you?
Oh, like stand-up shows?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you said this will come out Friday. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
True.
What time does it come out Friday?
5 o'clock.
Okay. Well, if you see this immediately, come to Green Light Lounge in St. Pete. I'll be headlining a show there. And then Saturday, I'm doing a Don't Tell show at the Commodore in Tampa outside of Ybor.
Oh, that's cool.
Sunday, I'll be at Whiskey Wings in Largo. And then the next week, I'll be headlining Devine Brewery on Saturday, the 14th, I believe. And I have a ton of other dates. I just don't remember them. I don't.
They can head to your Instagram to see
Yeah,
all that stuff?
I'll post flyers and all that shit. But yeah, this is fun. Sorry you get to talk for 1 minute.
Bro, no, dude. I've learned so much. I feel like in many ways, I'm repenting my sins for being a white man now.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's just who we are.
It's
not
just
our
who
fault.
we are. It's
Yeah,
not our fault, man.
It's just, yeah.
But thanks so much for coming on, John.
Well, that's one of the things, last thought,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I think about the evil, like the pedophile island and stuff. And how they because all these people, they're like big businessmen, right?
Yeah.
They're like, get away. So it's like, how do they keep peace and calm, like doing all these fucked up things? And I think about the rationalization, because like mental gymnastics and reframing is like a huge thing to like get away with doing evil things and like.
They just
be okay in your
reframing
outfit.
themselves as like a good person.
Oh, for sure. But so I think about it, and they're like, because they're like raping ladies on an island, fucking kids and all this shit. But all I can imagine is they're probably like, well, at least we're like giving them a home and like nice food.
Oh.
They're on an island. They're like on vacation and shit. We're not like raping them in an alleyway of a dark city with like a knife to their head. We're like, we're feeding them like
Look
cool.
at the view. Look at the
they
view.
have like a brunch every day and like so they're probably just rationalizing that they're like giving them a better life than they have,
Oh
but they're
my
sex
God.
slaves. Hey, maybe the kids came too. Maybe the
Dude.
kids came. If they come, it's not assault.
Oh my God!
Isn't that a defense?
dude.
The kids identified as adults. Is that fair?
Oh my
Okay.
God!
I know. You'll be canceled.
It doesn't matter. No one watches.
First and last show.
Dude, thank you so
Well,
much, brother.
Thank you so much.
Keep watching.
Yeah,
This has been
appreciate it.
episode 38 of Your Only Friends. Have a great day.
Look at that Rolex. How about that?
Rolex.